Alrighty folks, it's Sunday, almost noontime. I'm gonna post a couple things of what I used to do. I can't do them like I used to due to the numbness stuff, but I wanted to expand my ability across the whole fretboard, so I started with the pentatonic. So we'll use A minor, for example, but we'll start with the open E, lowest point on the fretboard to the highest point. And because what I was doing was all instrumental stuff, I'm like, well, I want to develop a physical ability and a head knowledge somewhat of the entire fretboard. Not be limited to one box or the other. You weren't going to do A minor. I didn't want to be limited to just a couple spots. You got those simple places, but I'm there, well, if I'm going to play the backing tracks, well, I first started writing my own tracks from scratch, rhythm stuff and the whole bit. So I've always done these videos talking about learning your scale blocks and all that. So what I used to do with the pentatonic, now I'm not going to sit and go first finger here, second finger on the 4th fret. You got to get, it's good. This is for people who are past that. In your A minor pentatonic, you have an A, a C, a D, an E, and a G. A, C, D, E, and a G. So if you start with the E, you keep that same order. If you were to write out the A minor pentatonic and you just wrote it out like repeating itself, A, C, D, E, G, A, C, D, E, G, A, C, D, E, G. For those of you who are like, what fret are you on? You did that too fast. You should learn what the notes are on top of just the pattern and the shape. There is a shape to each block, and that's the shape. No matter what key you go to, you just move all them shapes for any other key. So in A minor, you gotta, if you took and wrote A, C, D, E, G, A, C, D, E, G, and you just wrote that out about 6 times across a piece of paper, just a repeating 5 notes. It's just a repeating 5 notes. And if you circled, because we're going to start with the E, if you circled right where the E is on there, and you just followed that, that would show you what this block is. E, G, A, C, D, and then it repeats. E, G, A, C, D. And of course you would typically, if you want to resolve, you'd end on the E. Now if I start there and resolve on the A, then you really hear the A minor pentatonic. You don't hear it kind of if you just go E to E. But if I go, now you hear it. So everything's about the note you start on and end on. So in this block, starting with the E, you got E, G, A, C, D, E, and it repeats. E, G, A, C, D, E. And then so if you want to resolve it, like go up the notes and back down to the A, you'll hear the A flavor. Alright, so I'm not going to do them all the way up the fretboard. Then if you start with the G, and like I said, if you wrote that all out, and then you circled it starting at the G note, and you went, then you'd see it. G, A, C, D, E. G, A, C, D, E, and so on. And the same thing when you start with A. A, C, D, E, G, A, C, D, E, G. And that's how all these patterns are. Then you start with the C, C, D, E, G, A, C, D, E. Nothing's changing. It sounds it when you say one of them starting with a G, you know, and you say G, A, C, D, and then I say starting with a C, you know, but it isn't. It's just if you wrote out the repeating, you know, you could start out writing it A, C, D, E, G. Just write out the A minor, the 5 notes of the A minor pentatonic multiple times. Just keep writing it out. It's the same notes in a row, same notes in a row, many times. And then all you got to do to figure out the first block, then the second is just circle the note you're starting with. You know, so if we start circle, like I said, with the E, you write out the A minor pentatonic, and you start with the E note. That means just circle the E to just before it goes to the E again, which would be E, G, A, C, D. And then in that block, all you're doing, if you want the whole block, is you just repeat it. Yeah. And then, of course, while you're there in that block, you can go up to another G. Then, so what I used to do when I picked the guitar up, when I decided around 2011, 2012, I wanted to get the fretboard down pretty good. You know, I wanted to at least, I told myself, should at least be able to master the pentatonic from the lowest point to the highest, and play those so many times that I get to see what the shapes are in relation to the number 1 shape. There's a certain shape before it, and before that one. There's only 5 of them. I learned them in a week. I just sat down and frickin' learned them. Did one a day. And then what I did after walking up like I just did, then I would go up one, slide up, and go down the next like this. And that was my routine every time I picked the guitar up. And some days I do it all in G minor, in the key of G, or in the key of F, or in the key of E, or in the key of C sharp. I would do it like if I was working on a piece that was in E major, which I did. I created... So then I learned, there's also the diatonic. So back to the A minor. So then I took the A minor aside from what I just did, walk up the whole thing, then up and over and up and like this. And you got to incorporate the baby finger wherever it naturally would sit. Don't want to favor your first and third finger or first and second. You got to incorporate all 4 fingers and just use it wherever it speaks. Like here in the A minor, use the baby finger here. Just to train it and develop it so you don't have to move your hand or reach for stuff. And then I would do them in a different count, a 6 count. All the way up, and it got to the point where no matter what it day it was when I'd get up. Once I decided to play the guitar that day, I would always do this. And again, like I said, some days I'd do it in the key of G or C, you know, whatever. But I'd do the same thing. I'd walk up it, like I just have done here already. I'd do it in a 6 count, 5 count, and I'd get all that would be done in 15 minutes. I'd be all done, having done all those different things. Maybe 20, half hour tops. In the beginning, it probably took me a half hour to do all of them. The 5 count, the 6 count, the 3 count. Then you go up the entire fretboard. You know, I had to start out slow until I got them down, and then the 5 count. Now you can either economy pick or alternate all the time. I'm doing economy pick at the moment. Which means down, up, down, up, down. Then I start the next 5 count with a down. With a down, you know. What am I doing? So that kind of thing, then the 3 count. Now, I got to the point, I got to the point where I would just walk up the pentatonic, like I did, up it, down that block, up and down that block, and so on. Then I'd come back and go up this block, slide up and go down the next one, slide up and go up that one, slide up and go. It was just to develop the ability to move out of your blocks from one to the next without stopping. You want to get to the point where you do them without stopping, timing-wise. Whatever your speed is. You know what I'm saying? So there's no space between right there. Then there's no time, space or time lost from when you step up to the next one and go down. That's to develop your ability to move in time. So that's another crucial thing with all of these. But I stopped doing the 5 count, the 6 count, the 3 count, going up and down all 6. I would just pick like 2 or 3 strings and do them, like say the 6 count, I go, what? I'd do like 2 6 counts and then hit the root note in every block. What? I'm trying to do the 5 count. I love the 5 count the most, so I'm... Hear how I did? 1, 2, 6 counts and then the root note. So now it sounds like a riff, and it might be actually something you would actually incorporate in a groove. That kind of thing, it would make it quicker, and you know, to get up and down the fretboard. 5 count. Whoop. That kind of thing. Or you could go... Either or. Just hit a root note, whichever one you want. That kind of thing. And the same with the 3 count. Maybe you do 4 of those or something. It'd help you develop in your alternate pick all the time. It'll help with your alternate picking, you know, and just develop the physical ability, and you get the head knowledge, you know, of what the shapes are. You get all that under, so you're kind of practicing, and you're also finding kind of riffs by doing those 5 counts, 6 counts, and all that stuff. And then there's also hammer pull-off stuff. I'm just doing a... If you want to just do 2, you could do 2, you know, the 2 5 counts, and... that kind of thing, or you can go all the way down. What? What? Ah! There you go. That kind of thing. You know, and it doesn't take long. But the big thing is getting the pentatonic down. So if you were playing to a groove, let's see. You got it. Just the ability to move, you know what I mean? Pick, or I do a lot of hammer on when I play to a groove. That kind of thing. It just helps you move and be able to go from block to wherever you want, whatever you want to hear, low notes, high notes. Kind of thing. Just a little lesson on taking a pentatonic, pick a key, and you know, do that, go up and down each block, and then again go back and start over and go up one and then slide up and go down the next. Hope you just kind of watch my video to see on the baby fingers. I just use it where it's natural to use it. Don't need it here. But here I use it, right here, starting right off the bat. Because I want to reach this note, I don't want to go. See how I gotta move my hand? But like this I don't. Then I use it here. I use it here a lot. Wherever there's a 3-fret reach there, that's where, you know, I start with the middle finger here, because I want the first finger on that E note and on that A note. That's a huge thing too in your ability to do things, is you got to incorporate that baby finger. And then up here, when I get to this one, I use all baby finger, I think. Except here. And now when I solo, I won't, if I'm going... I'm hacking, but... When I my solo, I don't follow the rule because I'm not necessarily walking up the whole block the way I am when I warm up. I call these warm-up exercises. And then when I slide up here, baby finger.